Today, it's the final round of the California Classic.
A second shot than you'd think for a hole of 370 yards, then that's the first way to overcome this. Just put yourself a short iron in your hand. Do the attacking with the second shot. There's something about a well-hit shot.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rick?
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie. Frank, players had hybrids, some had irons out off the tee on that short par 4 second. Time to get the big stick out here on the third.
It certainly is. Third hole you play here, 3 totally different looks off the tee. This hole appears straightish off the tee, but well bunkered down the left, which makes you push that tee shot a little to the right.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Can't hide the flag stick from that man. And we pick up action at the fourth. A couple of birdies already here in this final round as we check in on our featured golfer. Frank, this looks like a fun hole. The first par 5 of the day, 535-yard fifth.
Yeah, as long as you've got something that doesn't go left off the tee shot, that doesn't go right off the second shot, you'll be fine. It's fine.
Frank putting it all together today. What a nice performance.
It's been like a clinic.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Just averting danger right there. So close. This can be a cruel game at times. One shot closer to the lead. Frank, I love a par 3 where you have to hit one solid golf shot. Anything less and you might pay a severe price. 255-yard par 3-6. What a hole.
No, you love watching somebody else play a par 3 like that.
Right. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Try up next.
What a bonus.
Frank, if you want to play this game at the highest level, and no doubt our players do, you have to sort of be tactical. Where you break down shots or break down a hole. How would you break down this hole? In a very smart way.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at there. A lot of people would think 350 yards, you could bash a driver down there, you'd finish up in trouble. Well, the way to be aggressive on a strategic hole is to just put the first one in play in a position where you can attack with the second. And there's no shame in that. You can still walk off here more days than often than not with a 3.
Attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie. .555-yard par 5 8th hole. Frank, is this a 2-shotter or a 3-shotter? Good question, Rich. It starts to shrink down by the walkway, which is around that 330-yard mark. That's the decision has to be made. Personally, I think you try it at first, because even if you do find a fairway bunker, then it is certainly a layup. If you've got the distance, it's well worth the risk. Sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Second from an excellent lie. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot.
It's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, he's got it right on track. Buzzing right now. 52 yards, and he's all you want.
Now, you can make 5 here every day just by poking it down the left side, but who wants to do that? Force your hand, try and go down the right side. You might make the odd 3, make a few more 4s, but miss it on the right, and that's where you start to make a big number.
This looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player with all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice this just flowing.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
Oh, I liked that.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball.
There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. What a day it's been. Frank, how about this hole, the par 5 11? long one.
Oh, it is. And, anything over 600 yards, only the longest it is the Bubba Watsons, the Dustin Johnsons of the world. The other ones that can get home on a hole like this. For the other ones, even those bunkers down the left side are sort of in play. You at least have to give them a cursory look off the tee.
Contact, good result. This has really been a challenge all day long with these winds coming from different directions, changing speeds. It's gone from gets a player thinking what might be going through a player's mind right here.
You're going to play it as a layup. That's a given. It's just what distance you want. And for every distance you're going to hit it off the tee, Pete Dye gives you a different challenge. If you lay it all the way back, obviously you've got the widest fairway. Then you've got the longest second shot. Get a little closer, it starts to shrink up, shrink up, shrink up. So it's how much do you want to bite off? Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself that it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
I like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy.
Definitely when you're hitting into a head breeze. But down breeze.
This is a good-looking shot. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Par 3 here, the 13th, 214 yards. This could be good. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
It's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Frank, kind of a make-or-break hole here at the 14th, par 4, 389 yards.
For the Cavalier player, you can sort of go at this this green in a more direct line. 290 yards will take all this bunker down the right out of play. Just leave you a flick in here. I'm going to say that's not a bad play, really. If you don't do that, then you just got to thread it down the left.
Strike. That's how you do it. He has given this one full treatment. Perfect piece. Oh, looked like you caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he called. This is way too much.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green. If
you hit enough shots, every now and again, one's going to go in.
Crazy, crazy game. Solid par 4 here. The 15th is 468 yards. Now at the 15th, par 4, 468 yards. It is nicknamed Turning Home as we are making our way towards the close of this round. Second shot here at 15.
If mentally you could take out all that bunker complex on the left, this second shot would look extremely straightforward. And that's really the way you've got to play it. You've got to Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That is classy.
Good chance of getting that.
This is the second par 5 at PGA West of 600 or more yards. The 16th is a pretty good test. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
This has really been impressive. Started off slowly, just didn't have a whole lot, but kind of hung in there, fought when it wasn't going their way, and now here they are with a few birdies, really playing well at the closing stretch. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for Par 317. It is the signature hole here at PGA West. They call it Alcatraz with good reason. You can get locked up here and they'll throw away the key. It's a place that has spoiled a lot of rounds through the years. This one's looking good. That is an exceptional shot.